Long time no see. Trying to adjust my phone as always. I was gonna look for my embroidery so I could show you and work on it. I don't know where I put it. Like our Christmas decorations, featuring a pair of gloves and a hat and a jacket strewn over the table. Only the best here, as you very well know. Oh, hold on. Okay. Hello, Wendy. Welcome. Okay, I know I haven't done a live in a long time. I'm really sorry about that. I'm opening this on my computer so I can see comments a little bit better. This last month has been crazy. It's been crazy, you guys. So I will tell you a little bit about it. Hi, Noah. Welcome. So, oh yes, this is my Christmas sweater. Oh, I can't loosen this. Here we go. It's got Santa's sleigh. It has peppermint stripes on the back, and I don't know if this will show up. I can't find it. Let's see. It lights up. There's a short in it, so only half of it lights up, but it does light up. Okay. Adjusting my tripod again. Okay, so a few months ago, I auditioned for, it's not a musical, High Playing with Fire. It is a musical, but it's not like a stage musical. It was a film job that is a staging of a new musical called Sherlock the Musical. So I auditioned for that and got cast in it, and November is when we filmed that, beginning of November, and it was super awesome. Really fun. They sent us like the choreography and the script in advance, and we only had, so usually for a musical, like frequently for a musical, you'll rehearse for a couple months in the evenings, or full days for several weeks. We had 2 weeks of rehearsals that were scheduled, and then we were having 4 days of filming. So their goal is to film it. I don't know if I'm explaining this well. If any of you have watched the Hamilton musical on Disney Plus, their goal was to kind of film it in that format so then they could send it to bigger markets and promote it there. So they gave us the choreography in advance, music, all that stuff. We learned it. We went to rehearsals, had one like crazy week of rehearsals. Just like 8 hours of nonstop dancing, singing, choreography. Oh, I already said dancing, blocking. But super fun, just like such a fun cast. Also, if you guys know Conlon Bonner from our channel, he plays Aaron Burr, and among other things, but primarily Aaron Burr is his main thing. He plays Sherlock in this new musical. Sorry, I'm yawning again. This always happens when I go live. So here's the story. We had a week of rehearsals, and then I woke up early Sunday morning and I felt like complete garbage, and luckily I had an at-home COVID test. So I took that, tested positive for COVID, and I was like, shoot, everyone, like we only have 2 weeks of rehearsals, and so what are we gonna do? Because I don't really see anyone. I just see like my husband and my son, neither of them had COVID. So I was like, I'm pretty sure that this is spreading through the cast, and so I'm probably not the only one who has it. And multiple cast members ended up testing positive for COVID, which is a big bummer. Despite, I think, almost all of us or all of us being vaccinated. I don't know everyone's vaccination status, but it's just spreading like crazy right now. So we didn't know what was going to happen. I emailed the production team. The whole cast had to get tested. I am fully recovered now, feeling great. Thank you guys. But what they decided is they decided to push out the filming days by a couple days, and so that we could end our quarantine and be back to filming. And in the meantime, we had to attend rehearsals on Zoom, which is, oh my gosh, it's miserable. Especially when you have COVID and you're just like wiped out and then sitting for 8 hours, 10 hours a day, looking at a computer screen, trying to like figure out what they're changing with the choreography and the blocking. Luckily, we had already like learned all the core choreography the week before. But, you know, I'd be on rehearsals and then like the sound would cut out and I'd have to like text people in the cast and be like, hi, we can't hear anything. And they couldn't really hear us because we were just in the corner on a little device while they were all doing rehearsals and choreography. So it was crazy, but we made it back. We had one day to work the people who were gone back into the show. And then we were filming the next 3 days, full days of filming. But it was very, very fun. I'm so sorry. Such a great group of people, such an awesome production team. And the show itself is really fun. You guys should follow Sherlock the Musical on Instagram. It's gonna be fun. And it should be coming out. They're gonna release it on YouTube, I believe. Hopefully early-ish 2022. So keep your eyes peeled for that. It's very fun. How is everyone? Ari, Anson, Mia, etc. Everyone's doing really well. Ari and Mia are in A Christmas Carol at House Center Theater this year. Anson is doing school. I've been busy with various projects. Robbie's busy with various projects. Who's doing a yawn count? I think this is number 4. Yeah, so mostly I've been busy with, so I don't know what channel they'll be posting Sherlock on, but if you follow them on Instagram, I'm sure they will let you know, and I'll share the link on Working with Lemons when they release it as well. But what else? Well, the other thing that's crazy is I haven't auditioned for a musical in like 3 years, which sounds crazy to you guys probably because that's what my family does. We do, you know, obviously like Working with Lemons is doing a bunch of musicals and stuff. But help, I can't stop yawning. But the last musical that I auditioned for was in 2018 because after that I got, actually maybe I've auditioned for one other since then. I can't remember. I think the last one though was Christmas Carol, and after that I got pregnant and then there was a pandemic, and so I just like haven't been doing any theater. So ironically, the first show in a long time that I've even been interested in auditioning for was Light in the Piazza, which is historically one of the hardest musicals in musical theater. The music is just very, very challenging. And I was like, oh, of course I get COVID right before these video submissions are due. So I sent in a video, and it was good, and it definitely like wasn't my best vocal quality because I was still recovering, but it was good enough. I got called back for a different role than I auditioned for, and the role that I got called back for sings even harder stuff than the role that I auditioned for, and so I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this, but I went and worked with my voice teacher, did the callback on Saturday, and it went okay. I don't think I will get cast, but I didn't completely embarrass myself, and that was my main goal because the girl sings higher than I've ever sung. I didn't even know if I was capable of singing it. Luckily I was. I worked with my voice teacher. I was able to sing it, but that was crazy. So that was kind of fun. to get back in the auditioning world a little bit. I mean, obviously I've been auditioning a ton, but I've been auditioning for like film and commercial and TV. So 5 yawns, 6 yawns, I don't know. Anyway, that's my little theater life update. I'm auditioning for Singing in the Rain this week, as is Ari, but it's kind of weird getting back into it because I haven't done anything for so long that, like, going into the callback, I didn't feel that nervous, but I feel like my nerves always affect my voice, and they definitely did this time as well. And it's interesting, like, Singing in the Rain is obviously a dance heavy show, and growing up I was always a dancer, but I haven't really danced in years. Like, there was dance in Sherlock, but as far as like technical dance where you need a lot of skill, I haven't done any of that like since college. And so Ari and I were practicing like super basic things yesterday, like a pirouette, and it was challenging for me, so it motivated me. I want to do dance lessons this next year. I'm gonna find some place to stay more on top of that because I love dancing, but I've just been a little out of shape. Anyway, Singing in the Rain coming up, or Singing in the Rain auditions. Hello, James, welcome. Lucy, none of us got cast the role that Ari and Mia and I all auditioned for. The thing with film, with theater, it's usually a smaller talent pool, so it's a little easier to like keep track of when they've cast it and who got cast. With film, they could be auditioning 20 people or they could be auditioning like 400 people, and you never know. So with film, basically mine and my family's principle is just like, once we send the audition off, we completely forget about it because we're already like moving on to another audition, and chances are, statistically speaking, you don't book most of the things you audition for. Even like Ari and I particularly have been having a good stretch of bookings, but even so, most of what we audition for, we're not booking. We're booking a higher percentage than we were before. But yeah, so with film auditions, if I ever post about those, chances are I won't really have further information on them unless I happen to get cast, which is usually a slim chance. Like a really good booking ratio. So like in LA, a really good booking ratio is 1 in 20 auditions. In Utah, it's a smaller market. I'd say I probably book probably on average like 1 in 10 or 1 in 5. Yes, Anson is in Freelancers in JK Studios. I actually haven't watched this episode yet. Have you? Is it funny? Should I watch it? Okay, what else is happening this month? Oh, it's December now. Happy December. Here's my Christmas tree. I don't know if you can even see that. Oh, there you go. And we had to make a little one for my son because he kept wanting to pull everything off of ours. Okay, this month we did hire, I think I mentioned this, but we finally hired our social media assistant, and I've been working with her to get things going, and I'm so excited. She's gonna be great. So we will be introducing you to her soon. I just haven't put together our introduction reel. She's already been helping with stuff on our channel. Okay, Playing with Fire. Anson was in the Disney show Andy Mack. Have any other women's done such things? Yes. Anson's, like, Andy Mack is probably the biggest thing that any of us have done, and like the most recognizable thing. Anson was also in an episode of Criminal Minds several years ago, and I was in an episode of Yellowstone. I don't know if you guys watch that show. It's more adult content. There's a lot of language in it. I actually don't watch the show, but I was in an episode of it. And I'm trying to think what other like TV shows people have been in. I don't think Ari's done any TV. And I filmed a role in a movie this past summer. When was that? Yeah, I think it was summer. that is going to be on some streaming service. I don't know which streaming service. But if I find out about it, I'll share that too. Yeah, things used to film more in Utah. I mean, things still do film in Utah, but Utah doesn't have a very good film incentive. Which what that means is there are some places where you can go to film movies that you get like tax refunds for. I don't really know how it works, but that you get more financial benefit to film there. Like Canada is one that is known for that. Utah doesn't have as good of one, which they need to, and we're trying to advocate to our government to motivate them to offer more incentives for filming, because Utah's a really great place to film. There are like so many different locations within a small area, but there are a lot of big productions like Yellowstone was a very large production, and they filmed here for a couple of years, and then they're like, this isn't worth it money-wise, we're going somewhere else where they'll give us a better film incentive. So, do any of you watch The Dream SMP? I don't know what that is, never heard of it, so I don't watch it. Anyone in the comments, let me know. All right, let's see, I'll tell you what's coming up this month, and if you have any questions, ask them, and then we'll wrap things up. So, this weekend, we are filming a video, kind of an end of the year tribute video with the siblings. So that should be coming out in the next week or two. And then, on our Instagram, we are doing a showdown of Working with Lemons, all the Working with Lemons videos, to see what is like the winner, what is everyone's ultimate favorite video. So we did our first round of voting last week. We'll be doing one every week and maybe two some weeks until the end of this month. So be sure to keep an eye out on that and vote for it. We have a little concierge thingy coming tomorrow. Check that out. And what else is happening? Oh, I've been excited. We've been talking about what we want to do with next year. And we're really trying to, there's always this balance when you're doing a YouTube channel to balance, you know, making content that's going to get views and make money, so that you can continue to make content, because it takes money to make videos. So there's always this balance, and I feel like lately we've, I don't know how to phrase this. I think lately there have been a number of projects that we haven't done because we're like, oh, well, this isn't going to make enough views and it's not going to like necessarily pay for itself. So our goal next year is to do more passion projects. Obviously, the projects that we do, we are passionate about. We don't do things if we don't want to do them. But to kind of do more things that give us a little more creative liberty, we want to start doing some scenes from books. Playing with Fire, we will do more Our House. We're gonna finish season 2. It's just been crazy now that everyone has moved out. So either we are gonna try to film that sometime over Christmas break, or we'll probably be waiting until summer where we can actually get everyone together, do the last couple episodes to wrap it up, because you guys funded a season 2, so we're gonna finish it. We promise it's coming. We just have no idea when, because we have so many people's schedules to get together. Okay, let me check questions. My favorite Goose Girl book is probably Anna Burning. Have you finished them? I'm actually, speaking of, it's right here because I'm reading it with my husband right now. We're about halfway through. Okay, when are you doing that end of year video with all your favorite videos from your channel? I don't know which one you're talking about. So we usually post like a recap of the year videos, and we will be doing, that will be coming hopefully just like the last week of the year, which is usually when we post it, just to kind of be like, hey, this is what we did in 2021. And then the end of the year with like everyone's very favorite video, we'll announce those results probably on New Year's Eve, and then we are going to probably the following week or the week after do sort of a talk back with the production team. Okay. Oh, people are commenting. My favorite musical song? That is too hard to choose. Too hard. One that I love is I can't even choose. I don't know, man. If I had to choose a musical song right now to listen to, I'd listen to the Reynolds Pamphlet. Never gonna be president now. I love that one. I also love Daddy Long Legs. Okay, there are a lot that I love. So I can't answer your question for real. My family's doing well. Thank you for asking. Oh, that's fun, reading the Peter Pan Starcatcher series. I've never read that, actually, which is crazy, because I love, like, fairy tales, and I've read a lot of them, but I have not read that one, so I should check it out. Okay. I think that's all. Update for the end of the year. Lives. I'm sorry that they've been inconsistent. I am trying to get a handle on our social media in general. Obviously, like, right now I feel like I'm keeping up, but I'm not able to, like, plan ahead more. So hopefully that will get better now that I have my assistant. I'm going to try to do 2 lives a month, because 4 lives a month clearly is not happening. So we're gonna aim for 2 a month. I will always post on Instagram before we go live. Thank you for being here. And Laura, I don't know what video you're talking about. Unless you're talking about the end of the year one, and that will be coming out the last week of the month, but I don't know what day. All right, everyone, stay tuned. We have some fun posts coming up on our Instagram and TikTok, and we will be posting our video that we're filming this week will be coming in a week or 2. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Have a very Merry Christmas. In case I don't see you before then, I should see you before then, but just in case I don't, have a good Christmas. I love you. Thanks for being here.